Hi everybody, this is Victoria Luminari, and this is our weekly angel message. How are you? This is a big week for everybody. We had Hanukkah last week, and now we're having the solstice today. Are you running out tonight to see, I think it's Jupiter and Saturn conjunct? First time in a long time, since 1623, I think. Anyway, if the skies are clear, it might be nice to go out and look at that. Just take your time and go out and see the chaskas and see the planets. So how is everybody? How are you doing? How are your plans going? Are you Zooming Christmas? Are you Zooming Hanukkah? Are you Zooming the holidays? I hope so. I hope you're staying safe. And so, I just came off a beautiful 2-day class, advanced shamanic class, and I'm still soaring. The angels and Apus. Apus are sacred mountains. And they woke me up at 3:33 a.m. to do my prayers, and then I went right back to sleep. It was pretty cool. So 3:33 is a good time to tune into spirit, and so that's in the afternoon as well as in the middle of the night. Good time to tune in. And a lot of people, when they transition in the middle of the night. I know my family did. My mother was 4 a.m. My father was between 2:30 and 3:30 a.m. And Aunt Mary was, I think she was about 2:30 a.m. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Let's, if you have any comments, I can't see your names when you come on anymore. You know that. I can't see all the likes and the hearts, although I love them. And they will, be seen later when I get off the video. But if you have comments or questions, please add those, and I will be able to see those. All right, let's get grounded. As I was on my walk this morning, I was seeing that the angels really want us to be like trees and really be grounded and let our roots go deep into the earth, Pachamama, and really dig in, if you will. Dig into the earth. Hey, Laurel, how are you? And so really dig in and spread out so that we have good footing for all the changes that are coming. This is a big turning over. This is a Pachacuti, right? Everything is changing for us. It's not going to go back to the way it was before. And that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And, this is a time of evolution. We're evolving the way that we're doing things. The way that we did things before didn't work for us long term. So now we're having a reset. And it's a really good thing. I know COVID has been a pain in the ass, and a lot of people have died and are still sick. People that I know that got it in March are still sick. That's, I don't know how many months later, right? 10, 11 months later. It's terrible. So, it reminds me of Lyme disease on steroids. So, there was a post by Dr. I don't know what his first name is, Horowitz. I can't remember what his first name is, Dr. Horowitz. And he's a Lyme expert, and he has a protocol for COVID that has helped people. So, helped his clients anyway. So, I posted that the other day. So I just share what I find to be helpful for myself and for you. So if you find it helpful, great. If you don't, scroll on by. we can all scroll on by. I see a lot of things that I'm like, what? And so I scroll on by. I don't even bother. All right. So I've just been chit-chatting, and let's start saying our prayer and getting grounded. Take a deep breath, and on that exhale, just let go of everything that doesn't serve you. Let it go. Inhale again. Exhale what doesn't serve you. Beautiful. Third time, do the same thing. Let go of whatever else is there. Good job. There you go. I felt that one. And now as you breathe in the energies of Pachamama through your feet. Breathe it all the way up into your bone marrow. In the bone marrow of your ribs, in the bone marrow of your cranium, right down to the bone marrow. Right down to the DNA, right down to every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being. Breathe in that Pachamama life force energy. Very good. You guys are doing great. Now breathe in the energies of God, Creator, Source, through your crown chakra. Let that energy fill every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being, right down to the bone marrow, they say. Beautiful. Good job. And now we call forth to Archangel Michael, Viwamas, Melchizedek, Metatron, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Jesus, Buddha, Ganesh, Sai Baba, Saint Germain, the Violet Flame, Ariel, Uriel, Zadkiel, Chamuel, Hanael, Hilarion, Lakshmi, Raphael, and Gabriel. Divine Mother, Divine Father. Use the golden net of Archangel Michael to pull up from the core of Mother Earth through you, through all those roots that you've placed into Mother Earth that are you, and use that golden net to pull anything that doesn't serve you out and let him take it to the light. Good job. Doesn't that feel lighter already? And now, whatever you don't know that you need to release, let's call forth the violet flame of Saint Germain. Clear that. You can step into this cool burning violet flame. And just feel it burn all that energy off. Place yourself now in the golden dome of protection of Archangel Michael. And if you need extra protection, imagine that you're in a sphere of mirrors, and the mirrors are facing outward, so that any energies that do not serve you are reflected back. They do not permeate. You only want to allow what serves your highest good into your energy field. You don't want to take on everybody else's crap. Excuse my language. But I just say it like it is. And if you're in my classes, you'll hear it that way too. And if you hear a little kitty running around the house, I have good news. That would be Rascal. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, we had a scary time with him on the 1st of December. He had a big asthma attack, so he was in respiratory distress. He was taken to the ER for kitties, and he's doing great. We've made a lot of changes in the house, and he's doing great. So he's running around the house during our angel message. All right, so this is the deck that I grabbed. And so it's not the deck I usually use. I know, sometimes people are like, But wait a minute, she didn't do it right. I'm clearing the deck by tapping it. Yeah. I just do what they tell me to do. And so this morning they woke me up at 3:33 a.m. to say my prayers. So I did. I said my prayers and never got out of bed. Just said my prayers and went right back to sleep. Love it. Thank you, Laurel. Yes, Rascal is feeling a whole lot better. Holy cow. It took him about a week to be himself again. You know, he was on steroids and he was on antibiotics, so it took him a little bit. All right, so they dropped 3 cards, and I kept shuffling to see if there was anything else. The first card is reflection. So this is to go within. This is what they're saying is this is the end of the year. So go back through your year, and it's been a hell of a year, right? But go back through and congratulate yourself, they're saying, on all that you learned about yourself. You know, you learned that you're stronger than you thought you were. You learned that you have more patience than you thought you ever had. You learn that you're more creative and more resilient, whatever it is. And that maybe you're level-headed, and maybe you didn't think of yourself that way before. But everything that you learned about yourself in this past 12 months, allow yourself to write that down and acknowledge that. And what they're showing me is write it down, and then cut those little pieces of paper up. So you have one word on a piece of paper, or maybe a sentence on a piece of paper. And then you're going to take it to the fire. So if you don't have a place to have fire, if you have a cast iron frying pan, I love doing that, using a cast iron frying pan. And say your prayers, open sacred space, and, when you're burning that, you're burning it with gratitude. Thank you, Spirit, thank you, God, thank you, Mother Earth, for all these gifts that I didn't realize that I was accumulating in this year, all these lessons that I learned, all these gifts that I accumulated. And I send that up. I send that up. Okay. The next card is shelter. So this is to take care of yourself, to, what I'm hearing is shelter in place, and to take care of yourself. Does that make sense? To do what you need to do to take care of yourself, and to make that cozy space for yourself, giving yourself permission to hold yourself in a sacred way. So what would you do if you were an infant, right? Say you had an infant that was in your charge. You would take care of that infant, you'd fuss over it, you'd make sure it had everything it needed. You do that for you. That's what this shelter is speaking about. Taking care of you in a very sacred way. And then when you come out of that shelter, what happens is transformation. So the shelter piece is almost as though you are in the cocoon, in the chrysalis, I think it's called. And so you're changing. And now you're, in time, you're going to be transforming. So as you're in that sheltered place, start to set your intentions. Start to dream your world into being, as we shamans say. So what is it that I really, truly desire on a soul level? What fulfillment does my soul want in the coming months, in the coming years, in the coming, as we say, pacha time period? A pacha is typically 5 to 7 years. And so, you know, you can look back over your life and see that it's actually played out that way. It's pretty cool. And so, what is it that you're desiring? I love this card. I want you to look at that one again. So many beautiful colors. And it's just a gorgeous card. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous transformation. And notice what it is that you would really, I mean, really dream big. Don't just dream, you know, little things. You know, oh, you know, I'd like to. It's not about putting your toe in. It's about diving in, diving off the cruise ship into the middle of the ocean type of thing. This is big dreaming. So if you were going to go all in and you were going to fulfill your soul's desires in the coming pacha, whatever time period that is for you, because it's always unique a little bit for each person, what is it that you really, really desire? So that's our, you know, look at the lessons and the gifts from this past year. Shelter, sacred time for you. Take care of you like you would an infant that needs to be taken care of. Transformation is coming. And what do you want that to look like? All right. I'm going to check the comments. Yes, isn't it? The shelter card is gorgeous. All these cards are gorgeous. And this happens to be the Peace Oracle deck. So, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. We already had Happy Hanukkah, and we're going to have Happy New Year, and Kwanzaa, and Boxing Day, and I don't know. There's I don't know how many holidays. So I wish you all, whatever it is you're celebrating. And remember to call on your angels at all times, day or night. It's their job. It's their job to help us. And had another problem with the website. It's back up. So if you are interested in angel readings, the special offer is still up until the 31st of December. And it's 25% off regular price. And you can buy 30 minutes or an hour. That's your choice. And you get to use it for a full year. So if you want to give them for gifts, any kind of gift, birthday gift, Valentine's gift, Christmas gift, New Year's gift, whatever, and then they have until the end of next year, 12/31/2021. All right. Y'all have a, y'all. Can you tell I lived in the South for a while? Anyway, have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.